All right, in the first episode of his new podcast, speaking of new partners, I know the outfit's a lot, but I like it. Miami Dolphins prize receiver Tyreek Hill talked about a myriad of topics, including the trade that sent him from Kansas City to Miami. But what really jumped out to us was this. Hill compared his two most recent quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes and Tua Tagovailoa. Listen to this.
Who got the strongest arm? Tua or Pat Mahomes? Tua or Patrick Mahomes? Obviously, like I'm gonna go with 1.5 as the strongest arm, but as far as accuracy wise, I'm going with Tua all day.
So which one would you rather have? The deep ball where you got to scramble around the field to try to go find it? Or do you want that accuracy to hit you right in the bread basket on the run?
I want it to hit me right in the bread basket, just like I did in the Buffalo Bills game, and take it 70.
All right, Stephen A. The Needed to Be Said podcast. I think I said that right. And that's what we got. So will Hill regret leaving Kansas City?
Well, if we're talking football, yes. If we're talking money, of course not. Because Miami Dolphins paid the brother. Okay? I mean, and not only that, it's no state income taxes, and he ain't far from South Beach. I mean, you talk about hitting a jackpot. That brother chilling.
I knew it was coming.
Now, but let me say this. Let me say this. He lying his ass off. Let's get that out the way. And number two, he should be ashamed of himself, and he should, or he should be immediately drug tested. Let me get this straight. Tua Tagovailoa, you just joined. Y'all ain't even in preseason yet, so which means the only thing you've done was catch passes from him running routes in spring practice, at the very least. I mean, that's all. That's all you've got to go on. And that, you're trying to tell me, is comparable to the numbers you put up with Patrick Mahomes going to 4 straight AFC championship games, going to back-to-back Super Bowls, winning a Super Bowl championship, recognizing the fact that Patrick Mahomes is the baddest brother on the planet right now as a quarterback, okay? And you going to try to tell me a dude that you've never even played a preseason game with is more accurate than Patrick Mahomes? If you are really, really serious about that, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this on national television. Stay off the weed. And I don't know, I ain't trying to accuse Tyreek Hill or anything like that. I'm being facetious by saying that. I don't want anybody to think that I'm implying that he uses something. But that comment is so asinine, so utterly ridiculous, so beyond the pale that the brother really should be tested immediately if he's serious about that. You have no reason whatsoever to sit up there and to say something as nonsensical, as ignorant, and as ill-informed as that. And I don't give a damn that you've been in the NFL all of these years. You know good and damn well you can't judge a dude by running routes in practice, okay, and what he does there compared to what you did on a football field for not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 years. 4 straight AFC championship games, back-to-back Super Bowls, a Super Bowl championship. And you going to sit up there and say with a straight face that Tua, who hasn't even, and I love Tua because of his years at Alabama, but we haven't really seen what he could do on the NFL level. You going to sit up there and say more accurate than Patrick Mahomes? That's just flat out ignorant. It don't make no damn sense.
Okay, Molly, Stephen A., listen.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm with you, Stephen A. I 100% agree with you. Let's look at the evidence, okay? Who threw that pass that Tyreek Hill said he likes to have thrown to him that way for him to take it to the end zone? In that highlight?
Patrick Mahomes.
Would that be Patrick Mahomes? So his context of accuracy comes from the guy that he's saying is not as accurate as the guy that he's played 6 days with. Okay, listen, Tyreek Hill, I get it. You're doing a great job. You're trying to build your teammate up. You're in a new situation. Tua confidence is a part of how well he'll play going forward. Tua is an accurate quarterback. He does a great job at getting the ball in players' hands. We don't know what it's like in games, though, Tyreek. That's the problem that everybody's having with this statement. You caught 111 passes last year, bro. You went to the AFC Championship. You got $150 million because a part of Patrick Mahomes being your quarterback. That doesn't take away from Tyreek Hill greatness. I think Tyreek Hill would be good anywhere he plays because he's that dynamic and he has the ability to play this game at the highest level possible that you can play at a wide receiver. But ultimately, don't put that type of pressure on Tua, bro. Like, don't even say anything like that. The man just trying to get over the fact that everybody comparing him to Justin Herbert and saying Justin Herbert should have been drafted before him. Now you bring Patrick Mahomes into the conversation. Stephen A., we are 2 years removed from Patrick Mahomes, from us having conversations about Patrick Mahomes this early in his career being the greatest quarterback ever. Being the greatest ever.
Actually, it's not 2 years. It's sooner than that. It's more recent than that. Up until this past season, we were saying that.
So to that point, Stephen A., I would caution Tyreek Hill on trying to build Tua up in that way. Man, talk about how accurate he is. Talk about how great he is, what you think he gonna do during the season. Don't bring up names like Patrick Mahomes when you start talking about Tua. Don't make people compare that. That's going to turn into this overall arching conversation about, well, Tyreek must don't rock with Patrick Mahomes if he comparing him and Tua in anything. It is no resume that Tua has built for him and Patrick Mahomes to be in the same conversation. And look, Tyreek, you may honestly feel that Tua is more accurate than Tyreek Hill.
No, he don't.
But it don't mean nothing to your point, Stephen A., until it's done in games. And in games, what we've seen is Patrick Mahomes hit you in the breadbasket. You go off and become an all-pro and get $150 million.
We've seen that Tyreek Hill ain't getting paid, Molly, just to catch passes. He's clearly being paid to big up the quarterback. Because there's no other explanation. There's no other explanation for saying
he's a great hype man.
Clearly, he's getting paid.
I like to be a hype man. I do it every day.
We need you. He's clearly being paid not just as the wide receiver, but to be the sports psychologist to big up Tua Tagovailoa. Because there is no excuse to say the nonsensical stuff that he spewed out of his damn mouth, unless he needs to stay off the weed.
It's called the It Needed to Be Said podcast, but